Back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing, a little makeup tutorial session together, and I'm going to be sharing with you how I created this look and the products that I used. And this whole eye look, girl, I was just using one palette, and I love when people do makeup tutorials with just using one palette because not everyone's going to have all the shades and all these palettes and all these things. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's makeup tutorial. I personally really love how it turned out. It's really fun, really sexy, and perfect for a date night or a date on your couch, So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as always, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more videos just like this one. And as always, you guys, let's get started in today's video. As you guys can tell, I've already done my foundation, set everything out, and done my brows. So we're just going to jump into contouring. I'm going to be using Revolution's Glow. This is the Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in Light. I did a review on this in case you guys want to check it out. I will have it linked above. But I'm going to go ahead and grab my, BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm going to go ahead and contour it, you guys. I personally really like to contour on the side of the cheekbones, down the side of the face, and down the jawline area. You guys, I personally like to go in and start working on my eyes. So I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Mastery eyeshadow palette. This is was sent to me by LA Girl, and I really love this palette. It has so many beautiful, like, plummy neutral tones. So we're just going to have a really cute plummy look today. It's a little bit going to be a little bit dark, but it's going to still be really pretty. So what I'm going to go use, I'm going to go into this palette. I'm going to use this cream oatmeal color, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this all around the lid to really, matte everything out and just make it look all one color. So I'm going to be using my flat brush. I've had this for a really long time. I always use it, so I will have something, if I can find something similar, I'll have it linked down below as an option for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this all around the lid. On to the crease. We're going to be applying both of these colors in our crease. I like to mix them both and apply them in. I'm going to be using a brush that looks like this one, a little dome fluffy brush, just because I really want to smoke everything out. We'll be using another brush later on to really, build the color within the crease, but for now we're just going to apply a little bit of both and then go within the crease and really smoke it out. For me, I personally like to accentuate the corners of the eyeshadow just because I feel like it opens up the eye and just makes it really pretty and smokes it out and just elongates, our look. I forgot to mention this really quickly, you guys, on the last clip. So any excess eyeshadow that you will have on your brush, just go ahead and smoke out the corner just a little bit. I personally really like to do that just because I feel like it looks a little bit more sultry, and I don't know, I just really like doing it. So any excess, just go ahead and smoke out a little bit on the corner of the eye right over here, and then just wing it out a little bit. So at least for me, that's what I personally really like. So once you've built up the crease, a color that you're comfortable with, we're gonna go ahead and smoke out the bottom lash, because you guys know this girl likes to smoke out the bottom lash. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be using my little Morphe little dome brush like this one. I personally really love to use it to shadow under the eye area to smoke out the bottom lash area. And I really like it because it's small, that you have a lot of control, and it's easier for you not to overdo it. So we're going to be going into the same palette using the same colors, dabbing both, and then we're just going to go ahead and smoke out the bottom lash area. Make sure to really blend, because you don't want it to look like a straight line. You want it to be smoked out. So let's go ahead and smoke out the bottom lash. Quick tip, you guys, when you smoke out the bottom lash, I like to go in using a fluffy brush just like this one, and I like to go in around the edges and blend everything out. And obviously we were connecting the bottom line area, where we were smoking out the bottom lash, and connecting it to the corner. So you want to go ahead and, you know, blend out those edges so it can look really effortless and blend it so nicely and not harsh. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do after we smoked out the bottom lash, we're going to move on to applying a little bit of color over the area where we applied color in the crease. That makes any sense. And I'm going to go in with this flat fluffy brush from Morphe. I don't know what the name of it is, but I personally really like it. It's perfect to blend out any edges, but I personally really like it to apply color over the crease. So we're going to go ahead and pick up a little bit of this kind of like mustardy yellow shade right over here. I personally really love mustard colors for some reason. So we're going to go in with this yellow mustard color and then apply it over the crease area, and just make sure you blend it really well because you don't want it to look too obvious and harsh. You want it to look like, you know, it all blends evenly together. To, you know, doing a little bit of detail work. This is what I like to call it. I'm going to be using a brush like this one, and I really love brushes like this because you can pick up eyeshadow and have really control where you're applying it on your eyes, you know, to make those little areas kind of stand out and pop. So personally, we're going to go back to the same eyeshadow palette we were just using, and I'm going to go in with this more of like a white eyeshadow color, pick up a little bit of product, and we're going to apply it in the corner tear duct of the ear of our eye, and then on the lid, and then at top of the brow bone area. Make sure that on the top of the brow bone area we go back in with a blending brush and just really blend that out. You don't want it to be too obvious that you put a white line under there. You want it, you know, to look really blended, really pretty, and really effortless, you know what I mean? So let's go in and apply a little bit of detail work. For liner, I personally am going to use my eyeshadow to use it as eyeliner. So I'm going to use a brow brush, pick up a little bit of this dark plum color on the corner side of the palette, and apply it within the inner lining of the eye. And I personally like to do this whenever you don't have like an eyeliner, a specific color. You can always do this and it's just as good. Granted, sometimes it doesn't last as long in the eye area, but it is a really good option. It's super convenient, and obviously you already have the eyeshadow here, so why you need an eyeliner for it? Honest, you guys, I want to go in back to the palette and smoke out a little bit of the corner of the eye. So I'm going to go back to this little darker plum color that we applied in the inner part of our eye as eyeliner, and I'm going to go ahead and smoke it out in the corner side just a little bit and very lightly. Make sure you're very light-handed in doing this because you don't want it to look, you know, really obvious, and it's hard to go back once you've applied too much eyeshadow. So we're just going to go ahead and smoke out the corner of the eye and just blend it out really carefully. Once we're done with our eyes, we're going to go ahead and apply blush. I'm going to be using LA Girl's Blushed Babe Blush Palette, and I absolutely really love their blushes. You guys, if you haven't tried them out, they are so worth it. Really inexpensive, and I love the variety that they give you. I know some, like this orange color looks really, really bright, but in certain like eye looks, it's such a pretty blush, and you can just be really light-handed with it. So I'm going to go in with my MAC I think it's 160 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up a little bit of this pink blush, and I'm going to apply it on the top of my cheekbones just like this. And personally for me, I don't like my blush to be too close to kind of this general area. I feel like at least 3 fingers, it just kind of makes my face a little bit, it doesn't close my face, it just kind of opens up my face more, elongates it. That's what I mean, it elongates my face, and it just doesn't look like it's closed in with all this makeup. And what I like to do is I like to bring up the blush up right over here, just because it lifts the face and it just, you know, makes it a little bit more youthful, maybe more playful, and gives the face a little bit more definition. So that is a little trick that I would keep in mind when you're applying blush. but as you can tell, it is totally blendable, buildable, and I really like that. And also this wear, it wears really well throughout the day, especially on summer days, because I feel like sometimes during the summer your makeup doesn't really last as much just because it's so hot and you're sweating and all the oils in your face. So that is always something to like keep in mind. As for our lips, I'm going to be using Kevyn Aucoin's lipstick in the color, what's the color called? Uninterrupted, and it's this really pretty mauve lipstick. I really love the creamy consistency of it, and I'm going to be using Morphe's lip liner in Zippy. Apply a little bit of gloss on the top of lips, you know, to give them a little bit, you know, dewiness. I'm going to be using LA Girls. This is the holographic gloss topper, and it's like a little squeezy tube, which is so cute. I haven't had a squeezy tube gloss in such a long time. I think it was like since I was in high school. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of gloss, but in the center of the lips, just to make them look really pouty and cute, you know what I mean? So after we've applied gloss, I'm going to move on to highlighter, and then we're going to apply mascara, curl lashes, and, you know, call it a day. I'm going to go ahead and use this LA Girl. It's called LA Girl Moonlight Magic Highlighting Palette. I personally really like it. I love the colors and I love the affordability, and it blends out so nicely, and they're really pigmented without having to maybe spray a little bit of setting mist on your brush and then going in. And I also really love using this highlighter to like apply a little bit of highlighter glitter on the corner tear duct of the eye. So we're gonna go into this champagne color right over here in the corner of the palette, and I personally like to highlight in the center of the face, so I apply it on the chin, nose, and Cupid's bow area, just right above the lip right there. And I just think it's really cute, it's really pouty, and I really like it applying it there. So now we're going to jump into applying mascara, curling our lashes, and applying mascara, and then we'll be finishing our look for today. So I personally like to use a Super Lash mascara. I've talked about this before. I will have it linked down below in case you guys are interested. It's super affordable. You can find this at Amazon for like $3. But to be really honest, I don't know if they changed the formula, but my lashes have not been loving it lately. So I might have to, you know, start looking for a new mascara. If you guys have any suggestions, personally for me, I have a hard time finding a mascara that holds my curl after I curl up my lashes, and this was the only mascara that I can curl my lashes, apply mascara, and they wouldn't fall forward throughout the day. So if you guys have anything you would suggest me, comment down below. I'm always looking, you know, Asian girl lash friendly mascara. So let's apply on some mascara. Sums up today's, you know, tutorial, and I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed how, you know, we put together this look. This is totally different. I normally don't gravitate towards like pinky blushes or pinky, you know, lip colors, but I just want to really play with makeup and go out of my norm and just, you know, experiment and have fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Everything, as always, will be linked down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It helps my baby channel. And as always, you guys, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!